Hello, my friends. We are going to continue having a conversation about A Course in Miracles, particularly about something that I find very unique to the Course, or maybe I should say expressed very uniquely by the Course, because there are other uh, thought systems, there's other philosophies that deal with um, thoughts themselves, changing our thoughts, changing how we think. But I love how the Course expresses it. And this is particularly from chapter 6. It is pointless to believe that controlling the outcome of misthought can result in healing. I'm going to continue with that. But let me repeat. It's pointless to believe that controlling the outcome of misthought can result in healing. Now, the Course says all of this, the world we live in, the life we lead, is a misthought, because is it a projection of fear-based thoughts causing the world that we perceive. So on some level, we recognize that and we attempt to fix it in an insane way. We attempt to maintain peace by going to war. And we have war against everything, and it never seems to work. Interesting conversation I had on a live stream about that. Why does it seem like I am not more engaged in geopolitical activities concerning the world, concerning all of us? And in a way, I am very deeply. And the way I do that is that I am dealing with my own perceptions of the world. If all of this is a misthought, what do we do? Well, the Course says when you are fearful, you have chosen wrongly. That is why you feel responsible for it. You must change your mind, not your behavior. And this is a matter of willingness. I am willing to confront my own fear that is being projected into the world, that is having the effects of this perception. A lot of big words, right? Does it make sense? Here's to sum it up. Fear is a misthought. If we are thinking with the mind of God, of which we are always connected, we are ideas in the mind of God, and ideas leave not their source. However, because we have somehow separated, or seemingly believe that we are separated from the source, there's a great deal of fear. Who doesn't feel fearful if they are cut off and alone, isolated? That's what we believe we are. That once somehow we were part of something awesome, part of unconditional love itself, part of God, and we caused the split. However, the Course says it's all a dream. We haven't really separated from God. It's impossible to separate from God. Until we realize that, we will keep projecting the fear, which causes the world that we perceive, a world that seems separate, distant, remote, fearful, harmful, violent, insane. Look around the world. It is indeed insane. The wars that we allow children to starve, that, man, we think of property value versus homeless people as if the two are even, should be in the same thought system. And we know better, but we got to shove it aside and shove it aside and shove it aside. Otherwise, we'd have to confront our own fear and what we're projecting and our responsibility for this insane world. The question is always, why did God create such an insane world? Why would God create a world in which children are able to starve? And the answer is, God did not create a world in which children are able to starve. We have. And we were given the means to fix that. We were given the means to wake up. But we got to turn within, and we have to see that we are responsible to awaken. That's the willingness. Turn within. You do not need guidance except at the mind level. The mind is where we are connected with God. The mind, the heart, one thing. where we're connected with God, that is the guidance. So we turn. And of course, miracles uses the term the Holy Spirit. That is the intermediary, because it seems so distant to reach for God, but we have something closer, the Holy Spirit, that can reach to. You don't need to call it the Holy Spirit. I mention this all the time. You also don't need to use the term God if you're uncomfortable with it. You can simply use the word love, or the universe, or life, or existence, or reality. Correction belongs at the level where change is possible. That is at the level of the mind. And it's not so much changing our thoughts as recognizing that our thoughts create an insane world, and forgiving them, turning them over to the Holy Spirit. A better way of thinking. Change does not mean anything at the symptom level where it cannot work. The symptom level. You got to go deep. That is, I love that section. And when you think about it deeply, think of anyone who's truly lost weight, has become healthy, has become fit, or made some positive change in their life. Did they do it by continuous and constant dieting, fitness regimes, whatever, or did they go in deep and make changes within, a better way of thinking? Who are the people who show up every day versus the people who show up for the week of January, first week of January, New Year's resolution? That's a deeper change. However, even that is somewhat on the surface. We can go deeper still. One of the key words here is misthought. Basically, our every thought is a misthought. Anything that is not a thought of love is a misthought. That's why we turn to forgiveness. Forgiveness is the means of healing our misthoughts, returning us to ground zero, love, God. There, we ask for another way. Simple. Easy? I think so. Once we know. Does it happen like that? No. But it's a joyful process. Forgiveness is a joyful process because we get so much immediately. So much energy. We've held these resentments, grievances, and judgments for so long. When the weight is lifted, when we turn it over to the Holy Spirit, we feel incredible. But it's one of those things, I can't tell you about it. You got to try it. And then let me know. All right, guys? Take care.